Hello again and welcome to the latest instalment of the Travel Today wrap-up. I'm Steve Jones, editor of Travel Today, sifting through this week's major news from the industry. Now, agents weren't exactly doing cartwheels last year at the level of business they generated, but at least fewer went to the wall than in the previous 12 months. According to the 2010 Travel Compensation Fund annual report, which was released this week, only 19 companies collapsed, which is clearly 19 too many, but still an improvement on the 30 that went to the wall in 2009. The number of holidaymakers claiming compensation decreased by more than 50% to 1,500, and the amount paid out by the TCF declined by 57% to $1.51 million. So all in all, not too bad a year for the industry. Now, the TCF itself is under threat due to the ongoing review into consumer protection, and it took the opportunity to firstly praise the resilience of the travel industry and, in what I thought was a fine bit of self-promotion, described itself as an effective regulatory body for the industry. And it's hard to disagree, in fact, with that last comment. Fresh from completing its hat-trick of alliances following the hard-won approval for its tie-up with Delta Airlines, Virgin Australia turns its attention back to Air New Zealand and its Trans-Tasman partnership this week. The two carriers announced their schedules, which kick in from November. Air New Zealand will operate 70% of that capacity and Virgin Australia 30%, which is roughly in line with their shares before the alliance was approved. Services have been better coordinated with supply and demand better matched, so we're told. There has been some decreases and increases on certain routes in capacity. Christchurch has fallen by 13% for pretty obvious reasons, I guess, but there have been increases in capacity on routes such as Auckland to Adelaide and Brisbane to Wellington. Now, the battle for Oaks Hotels and Resorts continued this week. It's had more twists and turns than a mountain pass, quite frankly. Minor International, one of the first bidders, seemed to have its hands on the prize this week, but along came a company called Edge Equity Investors to spoil the party. Edge has offered 60 cents per share for shareholders compared to 52 cents per share from Minor. Now, the Oaks board had recommended shareholders accept the Minor bid, but they're now reconsidering in light of this new proposal. So Qantas now, it launched its 4 times weekly service to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport on Monday, but perhaps more interestingly, it announced another revamp to its frequent flyer scheme. Now, that's going to be an interesting battleground in the next few months because Virgin Australia is also soon to announce a revamp to its Velocity scheme. Those airlines really going head-to-head in the frequent flyer market, and they're both designed to capture the lucrative corporate markets. Finally, this week, Tourism Australia resumed marketing efforts in Japan after putting those on hold following events there earlier this year. Tourism Australia believe the outbound market from Japan is showing signs of improvement, so let's hope that continues. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm off to New Zealand and to trends on the weekend, so we'll have all the news from New Zealand in next week's issues of Travel Today. We'll have another Travel Today wrap-up next week, but until then, take care and we'll see you soon.